When I just meet them और किसी के कंधे पे हाथ रख के खाली पूछो कि आपके हाल कैसे है, you will be surprised कि कितने different hidden emotions निकलती है. Their fears, their anxieties being in an unknown city. And when I'm able to just hear them, when they start talking, I sometimes like to hold their hand.
ये दिल्ली है मेरी यार, गिर के उठता हर
Hi, I'm Pukhraj Singh, and I feel I found my purpose, my calling to be in this universe. I work with an NGO as a volunteer, so I'm in charge of a daycare program, and where I have around 50 teenagers coming, all diagnosed with cancer. So what I do is something called emotional hand-holding. When you have cancer, you have two pains. You have a physical pain with the chemo, the radiation, the surgery. Something I feel which is more powerful is the emotional trauma, because the whole family gets affected. So I guess I've learned how to comfort somebody who's sick, comfort the family. Besides that, share a lot of alternative therapies with them, whether it's laughter, whether it's singing, whether it's meditation, whether it's the right breath work, whether it's emotional therapies as well. So this is what I do. Besides this, it's been now 5 years. I go to the dharamshalas outside AIMS. There are 5 dharamshalas outside AIMS. There's one dharamshala where there are 300 people who sleep on the floor. And I guess God gives me strength because I go there 3 times a week. There's one dharamshala where 300 people are sleeping on the floor. I just go put my hands across their shoulder, ask them how are they doing. I try to make them smile, buy them medicines, and in the end, I just hug every one of them. So I think in all this, I found my purpose, my calling to be in the world. It gives me a feeling of joy. Ultimately, this is a feeling of joy when you're being useful for others. Only by serving others do you get a feeling of joy, and that's what I feel I do. 12 years back, my son was diagnosed with leukemia, which is blood cancer. So that was a very terrible turning point in our life because our whole life changed. My son was 11 years old when he got diagnosed. And all I know, what really helped was people around. There were thousands and thousands of people who prayed for my son, who didn't know my son. And today, by God's grace, he's absolutely fine. And I think after he totally recovered, I just started thinking a little beyond. Probably there was a reason, there was a bigger reason for this. And I guess there was, because today that's what I do. I comfort other children who are sick. I try to take care of them. So I started with working with children having cancer. Today I have, I guess, spread my wings because I'm looking after a lot of the poorest people outside AIMS who sleep on the pavements. I guess I've seen my own son suffer. So every time I see a young child, a teenager having cancer, something just clicks. Something inside from within tells me, yes, I got to be there with the child, whether it's a financial support, whether it's emotional support, whether just being his friend, whether just trying to share his journey. Well, all I can say is whatever I do is all thanks to the support of my family, my wife, my daughter, my son, because today I don't work in life. This is what all I do. I look after sick people. Sometimes I look after dying people. And it's not easy because any other wife would say, why are you not earning money? But I guess my family says, yes, you are meant to do this, just go ahead and do it. I read on Facebook somewhere that there was a circus going on somewhere in Delhi. So I just kind of reached there and I just reached there and I said, how much is the ticket? He said 300 rupees. So I said, what if I get you over 400 patients from AIMS, the poorest patients? He said, I'll charge you 100 rupees. So I just sat there and I calculated, if I'm going to take 400 patients, I need 5 buses, I need full logistic support, I need food for them, I need water, I need snacks for them. So the total cost at that time I worked out was around 1,30,000. And I just put it in one group, this wonderful group. I have a WhatsApp group called Together for a Cause, and I just said, I plan to take, and I barely know anybody in that group. I said, let's do a bigger event. Let's take 400 patients for a circus. So I said the cost would be 1,30,000. In 10 minutes, I had already got 95,000. And I was able to organize, take so many patients to the circus. And the impact of the circus for me, the best thing that happened, best thing of what was, the circus finished, and 2 days later, a friend of mine, she posted it on Facebook 2 days later. There was a 9-year-old girl, she was my friend, and this friend of mine went to meet this girl, and she was very low because she was in a lot of pain. So my friend said, how was the circus? The little girl's face just started glowing, and she said how amazing the circus was, how the clowns were, how everything was, how even Pukhraj sir was there holding me. And the next half an hour she was so excited talking about it. Sadly, she died the next day. But the fact is, the only way I look at it is that circus was worthwhile because she had a good last 2 days to remember. So this is the way I look at life. We cannot give hope to anybody, but in the journey, अगर उनको थोड़ा enjoy करा दिया, बच्चों को थोड़ा smile करा दिया, how can it get better than that? There's nothing special about Pukhraj Singh or the work he does. It all emanates from something which is within every Indian. India has 4 religions which originated in India. The basic Hinduism, Sikhism, Jainism, Buddhism. The basic essence of all these religions is something called compassion. When you are compassionate, then all that flows through your heart is love. And love heals you as well as people around you. So all I would say is, next time start looking at people around you with just love rather than saying what caste is he from or what religion is he from, and believe me, you will do wonders for your own self.